I'm Stacey Holmes, and this is Glordinary, a few moments where we celebrate God's glory and champion the ordinary. I'm glad you're here. We're an ice skating family. Correction, I was raised in an ice skating family. From the time I was a tiny girl, we skated. Our garage shelf was lined with skates in every size as we grew out of one pair and into the next. My very first skates were double-bladed on each boot. Aw, yes, adorable. Of course, the cardinal rule when lacing your skates is to make them tight around the ankles. If you don't lace up tight enough, your ankles will wobble in and out, and your derriere is about to get real bruised when you plunk down. And ice? Yeah, not forgiving. To this day, when I'm thinking, praying, analyzing, and pro-conning over a decision and the next right step, that skating picture comes to mind. A tiny girl in double-bladed boots sitting on a cold bench while dad or mom tightly laces up her skates. It's a picture of what God the Father is doing for me and for you, solidifying our ankles so they don't twist, turn, or trip us up. It reminds me of the verse, "Broaden the path beneath me, so my ankles do not turn." That's 2 Samuel 22:37. And just in case you miss it the first time, like I did, he's got it in there twice, courtesy of Psalm 18. I guess it's doubly important since we've got two ankles after all. Because I don't know about you, but when I'm on the cusp of a decision, be it an awesome opportunity or a less than awesome dilemma, I truly want to make the best call. But how do we take the next right step? It starts with one small yes down the path that he broadens beneath me so my ankles do not turn. One small yes, the yes way. Let me paint the picture. You see, I never intended to homeschool my kids. Now, this is the part where I typically say, this episode isn't really about homeschooling, so please keep listening. But I've never shared this origin story, and I need you to know how I got here, how God broadened the path beneath me so my ankles did not turn. My post-college plans included nothing about being a stay-at-home mom, and homeschooling, that never even would have made my list. I was far too busy toying with grad school opportunities and multimedia positions abroad. But life doesn't always go as planned. I'm beginning to think most of life doesn't go as planned, and thank God for that. Well, after having our first daughter, the invitation to detour all those grand plans of mine was growing. Yep, just when you think you're getting a pretty good rhythm and handle on life, cue change. Our daughter Sophia was 2 at the time, and I remember eagerly signing her up for 3-year-old preschool, thinking, I will have exactly 2 hours and 15 minutes to myself twice a week. I was going to really live it up too. Like get groceries alone, prep dinner alone, living the dream, baby. Well, the week I enrolled Sophia for preschool was the week I found out I was pregnant, due 1 week after she would start 3's preschool. That was a short break. But partway through that first preschool year, our state governor strongly encouraged public schools toward all-day, everyday kindergarten. I wasn't sure I was loving that idea for her, and out of nowhere, I felt something stir inside of me. It wasn't protection, it wasn't sheltering, it wasn't helicopter parenting. I mean, John and I were both public school grads, so I didn't have anything against the public schools. It was an invitation, rather, this tiny ember of desire that I oh so eagerly attempted to snuff out. God, what are you suggesting? Homeschool? Homeschool my child. I cannot homeschool my child, I argued. My list of reasons was long. I'm planning to go back to work. I don't have a teaching degree. Homeschool kids are weird. Okay, my list wasn't that long. But you see, my heart was nowhere near ready to release my ideas of what life would look like. Can you relate? I wasn't ready to let it all go. I wasn't ready to make that huge leap into the unknown. I see now that God was never asking me to homeschool my kid's entire school career that fateful day of 3-year-old preschool. I was the one leaping to that conclusion. He was simply inviting me to say yes to one small step on the path he was broadening beneath me so my ankles would not turn. One small conversation, one book to read, one teacher to confide in, then one more teacher. And much like taking that first step onto the ice, my tiny yes made the next tiny yes a little bit easier. The next year and a half, I took one small yes step after another. I talked with anyone and everyone that I could find with any working knowledge about homeschooling. I read and read and read. I called schools. I got public school grade level assessments. I attempted to get my ducks in a row despite not having any chickens, because I think you're supposed to have chickens, drive a church van, and wear jean dresses to homeschool. Oops, I don't exactly fit the mold. And then came the day for my biggest yes yet. It was kindergarten roundup at what would have been my daughter's elementary school. The day you meet the teachers, find their classroom, and prepare your child for their next step. And we did not go. Because saying yes to one thing means saying no to something else. And one small yes led to one more. Yes to trying homeschool for just 1 year, God, just one. Yes to laying down my dreams to embrace new ones, better ones, both for me and my family. Yes to making new friends. P.S. They weren't even weird and only half of them had chickens. Yes to hours and hours of curating curriculum. Yes to holiness boot camp, because there's nowhere to hide when you homeschool. All your stuff hangs out. Oh yes, you'll get frustrated, embarrassed, snappy, and make everyone cry at some point. You'll cry yourself. But then, yes to apologizing. Yes to hot cocoa. Yes to snuggles. You'll receive forgiveness and you'll extend forgiveness. Yes to growing. Yes to bonding. You'll create inside jokes. You'll hear your child read and think, I did that. Not in a prideful way, but a proud way. Yes to walking alongside your student, your child, your friend. Yes to chickens. Wait, no, that is not a yes I'm taking. Broaden the path beneath me, so my ankles do not turn. Many Bible scholars believe King David's song is listed twice because he wrote it near the beginning of his reign and then sang it again near the end, looking back over his lifetime, a lifetime of one small yes after another. It's been 12 years of homeschooling, and I can look back over a decade plus of yeses and truly say a yes life is a different journey. It's a difficult journey. It's a worthy journey, and it's a worthwhile journey. 12 years in, and I'm so grateful I said yes to one tiny step. God's invitation was and continues to be so much better than any of my ideas and plans. Oh, it might not involve homeschooling for you. There's a pretty good chance that it doesn't. Maybe it's grad school, investing opportunities, adoption. Maybe it's changing career paths or starting a new health journey. I don't know, cleaning out the basement. Fill in the blank. But it starts with one small yes. What one small yes is he inviting you to take today? Are you unsure what his invitation is? Trying to discern his voice? Yep, I hear you. And we'll chat about that next week. Until then, may you know his peace as he broadens the path beneath you so your ankles do not turn. I can't promise it's easy, but I can promise it's worth it. Remember, you're not alone in this. I'm praying for you, friend. Have a glordinary day.